Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mike on the mic for the Jackrabbits Broadcasting. We are a little early because everybody was ready to go. So as such, you have the 10 a.m. game starting at about 9:50 against the Jackrabbits will be against the HitStreakBombers. You've got Gianni on the mound. You've got Mason behind the plate, Jabrell at first, Aaron at second, Adrian at short, and Teddy at third. First pitch is in for a strike. You've got former Jackrabbit Javon on the box for the Bombers, and that pitch is going to be low. Ball one strike. One ball, one strike now. That ball's inside. Ball two. Gianni on the mound hasn't thrown a ton of pitches this year. And that was a two-seamer with a lot of run on it towards the batter. So 3-1 now. And I can't, for some reason, get my radar gun to work. And there's a pitch for strike two, sorry. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. In the left, we've got Mason. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the first batter up goes down. In center field, we've got Joe. And in right, we've got Connor. This is Mike from the broadcast booth here at the field today. This facility quickly becoming one of my favorites, in addition to having a broadcast booth where they didn't close the door, or didn't lock the door so I could get in. It comes with free EV charging for those that are willing to walk up a little bit of a hill. So I will end up picking up about 25% of a tank of electrons while calling the game today for nothing. So big thanks to Adams County for that. And the second pitch of the at-bat, fouled off. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Quick check in on the ump, make sure he's good. He appears to be. He waves everybody off, and we're ready for the next pitch. And that one's fouled straight back. All right, finally got my radar gun working. Looks like I got a battery issue. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes now. The second batter of the inning here. Gianni coming from the windup. Pitch is low and away. Ball 2. Not a bad place to miss there on a 1-2 count. Try to get him swinging. Couldn't, and if he does make contact, he's not going to be able to do anything with it anyway. Now with a crucial 2-2 pitch here. It floats in high at 65 miles an hour.
Oh, you're inside today?
I'm inside today. And I forgot my coffee. And there's a chopper. And it's going to go foul. So we'll go back to a full count with 1 down as the runner jogs back. Mason's going to hand him his bat. Number 4 here for the Bombers, wearing a full balaclava, as it was only about 55 degrees here first pitch. And that 8th pitch of the at-bat is low for ball 4. Runner will take first. So 45 will step in with a guy on first. Jackrabbit's a little flat on energy this morning. There's a throw over. And he's safe, no problem. We're all turf. There's not a lick of dirt to be found anywhere here. As such, the sliding is super easy. You can usually get a little bit extra lead because you know you're going to get a little extra run on the carpet. And that first pitch was right down the heart of the plate. Batter wasn't able to catch up with it. And we've got a strike one. And that ball tails away for strike two. And the next pitch, it's a two-seamer, runs in on the right-hander and runs right out of the zone for ball one of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. That ball gets away. Runner is out on the swinging strike three because first base was occupied, but the runner does move out to second on the pass ball. So good pitch by Gianni. Mason's got to slide over and get his body in the way. Now you'll have a lefty here in a 4 slot for the Bombers. And that'll change the way the infield rotates around. Aaron slides over to fill the hole on the right. Jabril will step back behind the plate a little bit, behind the first base to give himself a little bit more time. And Adrian will be responsible out there at short to hold the runner on. The first pitch was a swing and a miss for strike one. And there's that two-seamer again, sliding away now to the lefty. And that's going to be ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, number 33 on the bump, or sorry, on the box. Gianni now with 2 outs. And that ball gets away. And throw down to third. Teddy knocks it down. And the runner now at third. Only 90 feet away. It's a pretty short backstop here. So we'll see if in the event of a pass ball, they do send the runner. Runs may be hard to come by. In talking with one of the parents from the other team, both teams have struggled to score runs. So we'll see what coach decides to do here on a pass ball. We have a 3-1 count to the 4-hole hitter. And number 33 is going to take his free base on balls there. Probably the right move. Gianni had well and truly lost him about 2 or 3 pitches ago. Let the 4-hole hitter go and face the number 5 in the lineup. Gianni overthrown a bit here. He's going to face 87. Number 87 with I can't tell, I think that's a soldier bat in hand and an elbow guard. That ball gets away again. And the runner is going to get out to second. So second and third for the Bombers, 2 down. And Gianni still struggling with overthrowing here a little bit. Therefore, kind of spiking everything in the dirt. There's one. That ball was a little high. 87 swung at it, though. And there's a beautiful pitch along the outside corner. Strike 2 now. Gianni in the driver's seat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if that two-seamer comes in. Key thing about the two-seamer is that he doesn't plunk number 87 here. I don't want it to go riding in on him. 87 stays alive. My gun caught 109 on the exit velocity. I think that was probably not right. That ball is high. Giant throwing real hard today. I can't get an accurate reading on my gun. Sometimes it says 107. The last one said 47. Ooh, nice job by 87 to foul that one off. 2-2 count now. 2 runners on and 2 down. Calls of come on, Macho Man. And he's going to hit that one off the turf. And it's going to slide foul. Gianni gobbles it up, so I don't have that shot. So 87 doing a phenomenal job here of knocking the balls foul. Gianni's got thrown to the strike here. And that ball is high and outside for strike 3. So a big strike zone we're going to have from behind the plate today. And Gianni is going to shut him down on this first inning. 2 runners on, no runs in. And with that, the Jackrabbits will put on their helmets, grab their aluminum sticks, and try to get some hits.
Oh, hey, yo, everyone here real fast. Everyone here, everyone here, everyone here. Everyone out on me right now. Everyone out. Come here. Hustle out.
Sorry, everybody. I was busy relocating the first base camera so we get a better shot there. And we get a balk. And we get a move to out to second for Joe, who got in on a first base, sorry, on a infield single. And Teddy with a nice shot out to the right. Oh, my camera's frozen, but trust me, that's a nice shot to right. And Joe is going to stop at third. Now my camera has died on me. Shoot. Tried to move it. Now it appears as though I've lost it. Nuts. So Teddy with a single. Everybody advances. All right, first base camera's back. Teddy's going to go. All right, that first pitch was taken for a strike to Aaron. So, good to see a former Jackrabbit on the mound there. Oh, nice curve. Not sure why that wasn't a strike for 48 miles an hour for ball 1. There's another curve, 47, fouled off for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Aaron's got to put the ball in play and to the right side. Anything beyond the pitcher is going to score at least a run. And there's a shot through the left side, actually. Teddy with the giant lead is going to be scoring. And Aaron over at first with a 2 RBI single. So now where you'd want him to traditionally hit it, but a ball into the outfield works just fine for me. And he'll put 2 runs on the board for the Jackrabbits. So Gianni will step in now. 53 and a little high. Ball 1. Ooh, that ball comes in 56, but very high. So Javon not finishing his pitches, not reaching like he needs to get those balls to come down. Swing and a miss. That's the pitch he was looking to do. Gianni was swinging for the fences there. No posted placards for depth to the outfield here, so it's anybody's guess. And there's a curve, comes in high. So John not getting that late breaking curveball pitch. He's going to have to go back to the fastball. And 3-1. He's going to take that one inside. Ball 4. Gianni looks down to third as if disappointed he didn't get hit by pitch there. Just got a walk. But given that he's our starting pitcher, if he can not get hit by a pitch, I'd appreciate that. So huge hole now on the right side for Brayton. First baseman kind of holding Gianni on. No longer holding anybody on. The second baseman standing right on the bag. Ball was a curve high. The spin pulls it out of the glove of the catcher, and ball 1. Everybody stayed put. Foul ball. Hits Braden off his front leg in the box. So we got 1 ball, 1 strike now. This is a good sign for the Jackrabbits. We have had a hard time putting the bat on the ball. Swing and a miss at a beautiful curveball in the dirt from Javon. And Braden swings over the top of it. So now Braden needs to be kind of up in the box a little bit here. Nice wide stance, just throwing his hands at it. Hopefully hitting the ball to the right side. Wow, no idea where that pitch was. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Braden be ready for a makeup pitch here. And there's a shot. Just short to second, and he'll just eat it there. So Gianni out on the force play out at second, but the Jackrabbits will put runners on the corners. So Braden on the fielder's choice. Mason the Gray stepping in. Always sporting the gray athletic pants, thus the nickname. It's not as though he's prematurely aged or anything. That ball is, Braden will be over to second, no problem, because that ball is up and away. Nothing the catcher could do with that. Again, with just 1 down, you're going to want to try to hit the ball to the right side. Force, get the runner in, even if there's a force play at first. 45-mile-an-hour curveball has Mason absolutely bailing. That's not great. Next pitch. Mason, man after my own heart. That looks very scary, but 45 miles an hour, you can just bend into it. Meaning, pull your shoulder back and just wear it off your bottom. Okay. So a 3-1 count now. That ball's going to be away to Mason the Gray, and he'll take first on the base on balls. This will be Brian. If Brian cannot pull his head, he is going to be sitting pretty on these pitches from Javon. It's right at the right speed he likes. And there's a little shot, a little flare, and foul. So Brian way ahead on it. But he made contact. Love that. Means he was looking at the ball. All right, Brian with the blue hype fire, the Arctic version. He's going to take that pitch outside. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Base is loaded. Second, a shortstop holding the guy on at second. Now he's scooched over. And there's a curveball. And Aaron looked ready to go, but I heard Coach Hunter say no, no. So no reason to make your second out at home. Let's see if he's ready to go then again on another. These curveballs are getting away from the catcher. That was nice. 53. Not sure what that one was, but it was beautiful. Right down Colfax. And a little shot out to the shortstop again. He's going to go to second, and they're going to go to first. And Brian's safe. So 1 run will score. We have a second force at second for the inning. So 2 down. Who was that? Mason out on the fielder's choice. And Jackrabbits with runners on the corners. Adrian steps in now. And Mason the Frosted is in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss. Catcher just eats that. Wise move. You weren't going to get him. So we have second and third. I hear Coach Paul doing a little bit of coaching over there. He's not liking the base running from the Jackrabbits today. Not sure I've seen a lot of mistakes, but he's on top of it. So we got a 3-0 lead here for the Jackrabbits, 2 down. There was a nice curve from Javon, but it broke out away from the plate. And Blue tells us it's 2 balls, 1 strike now. And Adrian puts that ball in play. It's going to drop. Center fielder doesn't make an aggressive move to it, and they're going to send him home, and the ball's going to get away up the middle. So Adrian with a big 2-out hit. It will score 2. The Jackrabbits now have plated 5 in the inning. And we'll see if they've got the steal on here for Adrian. Looks like Connor's in the on-deck circle. Throw over to first. It's going to be non-time. Adrian's got plenty of time over there. He can take another step or 2 on his lead. And that ball gets away. Adrian was retreating back to first. Okay, big hole on the right side for Mason. Mason swinging the brand new 2025 high fire. And he swings that one right through the pitch for strike 1. Oops, sorry about that. And a breaking pitch away for ball 2. So Javon with looks like a couple of pitches here, maybe a slider and a curve. That one had much more of a slider action than a curve. That's going to be the curve. Comes in way too high. So again, Javon not reaching when he finishes. truncating that delivery and letting go of the ball too high, which is coming in high to our Jackrabbits. And there's a ball, and that ball's thrown into right field. Mason's going to go to second. The score will, and they're actually going to send Mason all the way to third on the overthrow. So Mason with a 42-foot triple, and the Jackrabbits plate their 6th run of the inning. It looks like we're going to have a timeout from the coach for the Bombers, and Connor will step in, and then I believe Dalton is in the on-deck circle. So Jackrabbits having a really good bottom of the first here. So Javon can't be too unhappy. He's had a decent pitching performance. It's just the Jackrabbits have hit the ball. Had maybe 1 or 2 defensive miscues, including that last play, but really the ball's just been hit where they ain't. So that's going to happen in baseball. The only thing he can really wear there are some of the base on balls that he's thrown. And that's going to be something to work on, of course. This is fall ball, so none of this really matters. No one is going to have a scholarship offer, a recruiting visit. Heck, in a job interview, no one's going to ask, did you win the 14U, what is this thing, 14U USSSA Silver Championship. It's all about getting reps. So Connor with the first pitch is a swing and a miss. And the second pitch is in the dirt, so Connor takes that one for ball 1. Next pitch. Ooh, goes all the way to the backstop, pounces right back to the catcher. And so Mason, the frosted wisely, stays at third. Oops, I forgot to turn my camera on. Sorry. Swing and a miss. Late decision by Connor there. He would have made contact there, I think, with a 2-2 on that pitch, but he waited way too late to decide to swing. And that was better and did better. Fouled it off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's shaking the hand there. He's just got the 1 batting glove. That's a unique stylistic choice. Batting glove on the lower hand, but not the upper hand. And swinging the soldier bat. Javon comes set from the stretch. Swing and a miss, and an absolutely beautiful 53-mile-an-hour slider there that Connor swings over the top of. And a strike 3. That's the 3rd out of the inning, ladies and gentlemen. Jackrabbits do plate 6. Got to feel good about that first inning. And we'll be back after I go relocate the third base camera for a little bit of a wider shot for y'all. I'll be right back. All right, let me fix my third base. I got the new look here, so we can get more of the outfield and the third base. And first pitch from Gianni. Swing and a miss, number 17. Strike one. Gianni, who missed most of the summer due to injury, at least on the bump. He back this fall with a vengeance. Been pitching quite well. And the next pitch. Here's a shot right out of the second baseman. Picks up and throws it to first. And there'll be one down. So, good play from Aaron out at second. Let me do our defensive alignment here. We've got Gianni back on the bump. And Mason the Gray still behind the plate. Jabrell over at first. I love him at first, but apparently he was a catcher for the 13U team this last weekend and did really well, so that's another good spot for him. Swing and a miss at that pitch. Aaron will be out at second. Adrian still at short and Teddy still at third. Looks like Mason still in left. Joe in center and Connor in deep right. And that's a 63 mile an hour pitch that scared us all. And the next pitch. In the dirt. Teddy giving Gianni some advice there. I didn't hear what it was. I just hear the chatter. And Gianni maybe overthrowing a little bit again. Keeps putting that ball low and in the dirt. Lou reminds us it's a 3-1 count. Definitely a hitter's count here. And hits number 7 on the hand, which had come off the bat to get out of the way. So even though number 7 had tried to get out of the way, he still took that one off the hand, where there is exactly 0 muscle in the human hand, and that is going to sting for a while. He's shaking it off there, standing on the bag, and in steps his teammate, swinging the Cloud AI from Rawlings. Gianni steps out, number 8 steps off, the other way around, but you know what I mean. And we'll reset and do this over first pitch. Foul ball. Mason takes his helmet off immediately. I guess that must have been a foul ball off him. I heard it go off the shin guard of the catcher. And Mason's going to walk that one off down to go see Coach in the dead zone, where I can't show you. He's just below this camera and just out of the field of vision of this camera, but he is having a conversation. He looks fine. He's not limping or showing any noticeable, hurt. And there's scattered applause from Jackrabbits and Bombers fans alike. And a sign of good sportsmanship here. Batter number 8 asked, "Are you good catch?" You like to see that. This is just a game after all. Good show of sportsmanship by Hit Streak. Now the pitch off. Gianni was about to be from the windup, which would have given the runner second base easily. And the throw over. It's a pop in the glove. And the runner's back safely. Gianni really bothered by the runner over at first. I don't know if that's just he's bothered that he gave up the hit by pitch, or if he really thinks the guy's going. He is going. Foul ball straight back to me, as I am positioned exactly behind the home plate here in this lovely wind protected broadcasting booth. They almost had him. That was the closest play we've had at first yet. Gianni, I guess, itching for a pickoff. Very hard to pull off in youth baseball. And the pitch is fouled off to the right side, way off to the right side. My goodness. 280 feet foul. Coach Hunter asking for a strike him out, throw him out. We'll see if Mason the Gray is ready to do this. Swing and a miss, and there is a throw down. Oh, and they almost had him. The throw was off the line, but man, that kept him good. The runner not running especially hard on that one. Don't know if he thought he had it stolen easily or what, but almost did have that mythical strike him out, throw him out that Coach Hunter called for. But now we've got a runner out at second and one down. Jackrabbits more than happy to trade a run for, or a base for an out, excuse me. Whew, that two-seamer is just nasty. The problem is Gianni is everything is breaking towards the right-handed batter, but he's throwing the ball maybe over the middle of the plate, and he needs to really start the ball with how much break it's got all the way on the outside of the plate. There it is again, and there's the same result. So again, throwing the ball, not taking into account the break on his pitch. So it's 3-0 now with a runner out at second. And there's a pitch right down Colfax for strike one. And there's a repeat of that pitch for strike two. So now we go to a full count. And a late swing for strike three. Jackrabbits get the third out of the inning. Although the runner did get on and get into scoring position, he did not score. So it's still 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the second here. I'll be back in just a second.
New pitch, new pitch.
And we'll have Dalton in the batter's box. Brand new pitcher on the bump for the Bombers. So Bombers pitchers or Bombers coaches doing what we did for a lot of our season, which was have the have everybody pitch an inning or two. So with the new pitchers, first pitch is ball 1. Now we got a ball 2. So I'm happy to report not only do I have a broadcast booth, which is sheltered and now getting warmer by the minute, free EV charging nearby, but the concession stand is open, bringing you hot chocolate and coffee if you need it. And that 53-mile-an-hour pitch will be inside for ball 3. Other than the fact this is a full turf field, and I despise turf, it's not the way in which baseball was meant to be played in any way. It's a pastoral game after all, and there are 0 pastures made of AstroTurf anywhere on the planet. This is a nice facility. We'll take it. Speaking of taking it, Dalton took all 4 pitches there for ball 1, or sorry, for base on balls. And Jabrell will step in now. Jabrell giving the pure hit away here, or swing away here. Dalton going nowhere. Maybe the Jackrabbits will start going station by station here, I'm not sure. I, however, don't need any hot chocolate or coffee because my wife, Teddy's mom, Sarah, sent us with a whole thing of coffee and twice as much water so I don't get dehydrated as I talked to you this morning. So a lot goes into the broadcast. It's more than just this disembodied voice you hear at every Jackrabbits game. In addition to me, Mike, you've got Jabrell's dad over there doing the scoreboard. Huge thanks to him. This whole experience is no good if he's not able to do the scoreboard, so we thank him. Mason, the Frosted's dad, also helps with the setup. So big thanks to him. And a foul. So Jabrell pulling his head pretty badly there. We've got 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jabrell. But as this will be our last broadcast for the calendar year 2025, the last broadcast of the fall season today, whether it's a win and you stay, lose and you go home. So whether it's after this game or after we win the championship. That ball stroked in the middle. Oh no, shot right to short playing center, and we have a double play at first. So center playing in and is able to make that grab. I think, who was that? Dalton reading that as that was going to drop all day long, is trying to get to second and instead gets doubled up. So rather than maybe 1 on, 1 out, we've got 2 down and base is empty. Oh no, that wasn't Dalton, my bad. Dalton's in now. That was Tyler who drew the walk and then got doubled up. My bad. That was a nice 46-mile-an-hour curveball, but it didn't land. It did have a lot of break, but came in really high. So number 1 on the bump. Also not reaching and finishing his pitches. And Dalton takes a 51-mile-an-hour pitch inside. Apologies, Tyler and Dalton, for switching you guys up. You'd think after so many games this fall I'd get you guys right. My bad. Dalton now takes a 53-mile-an-hour pitch right down Colfax. But I think he was taking that all the way because it was 3-0, wasn't it? So now it's 3-1. And a little shot over the shortstop's head. And Dalton reaches first safely. And that'll turn the lineup over. Joe, who led off with an infield single in the first, will come up to bat. Teddy in the on-deck circle. Coach Hunter yelling at Dalton, telling him to get the sign. The little habits you got to perfect. He's off. He's got a running start, actually. That ball gets past the catcher. Coach didn't have Tyler running, and I wonder if he's regretting that because that sets up the double play. And now he's not going to have that happen, although with 2 outs, there's only need 1 more for the Bombers. And there's a nice shot over to the shortstop, backhands it. He throws it to first, but it's not going to get there in time. It's going to get away, and that should send Dalton into home for the 7th run of the game. So 6 goes to 7. Joe responsible for that. Teddy will step into the box now. Aaron in the on-deck circle. Teddy had a single to right last time that I was unable to get because my camera was not there. Oh, that ball's inside. Joe with a fake steal. Confused everybody there. Teddy's trying to figure out what he's supposed to do. With 2 outs, though, he's just going to be told to swing away. You don't worry about the double play on a line drive or a pop-up. And Joe back. Joe with a big lead over first, almost a big leader's lead. Well, this is fun. I just muted myself, but I'm in a box, and so when I yelled hips, hips at my son, it sounded like I was a chorus, like a Greek chorus. Ooh, this power could go to my head. I sounded so loud, and I'm only about 15 feet from him. All right, let's see if he uses his hips here. Joe does go. And with that kind of big lead, he's safely out at second. Teddy's sitting on a 2-1 count now and a big hole on the right side. I'd love to see him get a double here. Put the ball into the outfield. With the turf, you could get an 8-assisted home run, a turf-aided home run, if you will. You get the ball past the outfielders. That ball get away from the catcher. And Joe scampers over to third, no problem. Joe very aggressive on the base paths. Something he's picked up, I think, in playing a little bit of his with the high school team. So he's a late bloomer like Teddy, freshman, and has just become more aggressive. Oh, Teddy had all the hips there. Oh, he did everything right there, but drove that ball right in the ground. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down now. Big payoff pitch coming. And Teddy with a shot right to the shortstop, through his legs. And that ball is going to go all the way to the fence because everyone thought he was going to get it. Teddy might have. He's getting the hold sign from Coach. I thought they were just going to send him, windmill him all the way, but Coach playing almost Oh, there was an overthrow to third, or to the pitcher, excuse me. So Teddy takes third on the overthrow. That's a gift there. And the Bombers got to shake that all off. That should have been the 3rd out of the inning. Teddy on the miscue by the shortstop, and then makes it all the way to third on additional miscues. So 2 down. Run did score there. Aaron pokes that one into center field, and Aaron will make it safely to first. Teddy crosses home, and that'll give us our 9th run of the game. That one unearned, but doesn't matter. It still does count. So the winner of this game stays. We'll play at 2, and if they win that one, 4 for the championship, this being the quarterfinal. Like I said, this is the end of year tournament. That's what EOY stands for there in the description. And Gianni is clipped by a pitch on the inside because Gianni is a absolute magnet for hit by pitches. He did try to move out of the way, he's telling coaches, but he didn't try that hard, to be honest. And Braden now will step in with 2 balls and 2 strikes. The ball pops out of the catcher's glove, but not far enough for Aaron to want to try to chance it to third. Oh, and that ball gets away in a big way. Uh-oh. Aaron... Whew! Aaron got lucky there, I think. No one expected him to run, so he had a little bit of a jump on the catcher. Had the catcher really turned and fired that one, he would have been out. He would be sliding for sure. He went in standing up. So Braden now with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Swing and a miss, a 51-mile-an-hour pitch. Not sure exactly what that pitch was. It was a little low. But it didn't matter. Braden swung over the top of it. Braden lets the same pitch go. That was 52. So he learned a little bit there. And that'll take him to a 3-1 count. Quite the hitter's count. And he swings at potentially what would have been ball 4. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runners at second and third. And that ball shot down the right field line, but over Coach Steve's head. While I'm thinking about it, Steve's wife, Joe's mom, it's her birthday today, so happy birthday to Sheila. She looks great for turning 25 today. Or at least it's the anniversary of turning 25, as I understand it. Ooh, swing and a miss. So Braden goes down on strikes. Jackrabbits played another couple, and they take a 9-0 lead to the top of the third. And we'll have Gianni back on the bump. It looks like defensively it's the same, although I'll have to check the outfield. We're going to have some different outfielders. I can see Brian in the outfield. So Gianni back on the bump here in the bottom of the third. He's going to be throwing to Mason. Jabrell over at first. Oh, that's Dalton, not Aaron now. Dalton at second. Adrian and Teddy still on the left side of the infield. And a 67-mile-an-hour pitch for strike one. In left field, I do see Brian, Mr. Leather, as I call him, the most confident defender on our team. We got Connor, big tall Connor, dead straightaway center, and Tyler in right, deep and shaded down the line in right. And the next pitch is 67, strike down the middle. Shout out to some of our Jackrabbits fans who are listening at home. Teddy's mom, Sarah, Teddy's Nana and Papa out there in Vegas. Thanks for tuning in each and every game. Also, strike three, 70 miles an hour on the outside corner. Michelle, we hope you're enjoying family and the horses out there in California. Tom, we understand you're getting better at home, so I hope this broadcast is bringing you some happiness. And Jabrell's Jabrell's Oma, Deborah, listening all the way in St. Louis, so appreciate her spending what must be her lunchtime with us today. And one down for Gianni. Beautiful curve. And we're going to get an appeal on the swing and no swing. Javon in the box here. So top of the order for the Bombers here in the third. And there's a 68 fastball, fouled away. Let's see if we go with that slider again. Gianni started with the slider, then with a 60-mile-an-hour slider, then went with the 68-mile-an-hour fastball, both located on the outside portion of the plate. Let's see if they go there again, or if we're going to get that two-seamer that rides in on the right-hander. That was the two-seamer that rides in on the right-hander, but high and inside to Javon, so that's no bueno. And that 68 is at the nose of Javon for ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Javon's a speedster. We do not want to put him on. So Gianni's going to have to bring him a pitch to hit right here. And that one's non-competitive. And Javon hustles down on the base on balls. Pass balls retrieved quickly by Mason. And no harm, no foul on that one. Teddy barking some instructions to his infielders there about the runner at first. And there's a throw down. And they got him. And you can't see it, the ump was kind of in the way, but that throw was absolutely picture perfect from Mason. Javon not happy with that result, but the ball beat him. The tag was there. Teddy and Javon having some conversation as Javon pops off the field. So Mason cleans up Gianni's base on balls with a throw out to second. Gianni now from the windup and a shot up the middle. Adrian tries to pick it up. It goes under his glove. And apparently all the shortstops have holes in their gloves today. Weirdly, Adrian looked tentative there, like he wasn't supposed to, he didn't know he was supposed to grab that. So I think him and Dalton need better communication to say, if you're going across the diamond towards first base, that ball's yours. So let's see if they go with another 70-mile-an-hour fastball with the letters and have Mason throw down again. 68 on the outside corner. That was well located. Ooh, that ball is inside and gets away. And the runner will easily get to second as Mason retrieves the ball just in front of me here in the broadcast booth. So with a 9-0 lead, Jackrabbits cannot sweat the small stuff here and just focus on getting outs. So 2 down, the strikeout and the throw out. Gianni has had a runner in scoring position in each of his 3 innings. And 45 goes fishing there. We'll take the free strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That ball's in the dirt. Nice block by Mason. And he's going to hold it. And the runner's going to get into third safely. So another runner in just 90 feet away for the Bombers. And a 2-2 count. And the windup, Gianni now a little bit more accurate. Let's see what this pitch is. That ball is 68, but at the nose for ball 3. So we go full count. Teddy doing a lot of talking to Gianni. They have a long friendship, long history as Jackrabbits, and of course his fellow pitchers. Gianni takes a little off that, 64 down the middle and fouled away. So 45 lives to see another pitch. Gianni's going to have to bring another one. So best pitch, Gianni, is the call from coach, which is just going to be a straight fastball. And that ball is on the very, 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 very outside of the black. 4 strike 3. Bombers strand the runner at third. And we go to the top of the 4th on a 9-0 lead. We are about an hour and a few minutes into this game. We started a little early, if you'll remember. And so plenty of baseball left. Jackrabbits would need to score something like 6 here in this inning to finish us off. Otherwise, we should plan on going to another one. And I'm going to go on mute here. We'll be back when our first Jackrabbit steps in the box. Sorry, everybody. I promised I'd be back when we had our first batter back in the box, and I missed that. So, ooh, that ball is going to be a little inside, over the head. A Mason the Gray, and that'll bring us to a 1-ball, 2-strike count. That ball's outside, 60 miles an hour, but yanked into the left-handed batter's box. So as such, we now go to a 2-2 count. The ball is high. Nice pitch, though. Nice curve, 54 miles an hour. Just doesn't quite get the batter's box. Oh, Mason swings at a 60-mile-an-hour fastball in his eyes for 1 down. So first time the Jackrabbits leadoff hitter has gone down here today. And like I said, the bottom of the third here, I think we'd have to get a 15-run deficit, so that would have to be 6 runs. They can at least pick up 1, and then they can go get 3 outs. That would be enough. Brian with a shot over the first baseman's head, and that ball is going to get down the line. The right fielder picks it up, and we'll have a man on first with 1 down. Adrian will step in now. Brian getting signs. Adrian swinging a bright green Louisville Slugger. I'm not familiar with the model. Throw over. First baseman knocks it down. Adrian getting his hands, knuckles set, getting the bat on his shoulder. Swing and a miss, a 59 tailing fastball. Number 4 here on the bump, so that's a new pitcher again. So again, getting reps in during fall ball, where the scores are meaningless and the positions are arbitrary. We are in the silver division based upon our regular season performance, which again, coach cared way less about winning games and more about getting reps and figuring out where, most of this team is new, so where's everybody going to play? Oh, we get underneath it. That ball is going to get into the shortstop's glove, and then Brian's back. So that was an excellent play by the shortstop there. Redeems a miscue he made earlier. And Mason the Frosted will step into the box. And is rapidly warming up here to go fired up, but my phone app says it's 66 degrees, up from, 53 when we started. And Brian was off to the races, and Mason was swinging. With 2 downs, it doesn't really matter, again, about that double play worry, so you're going to send them. The Jackrabbits definitely do want to pick up at least 1 run here, so they can go get 3 outs, and then this game can be wrapped up. We will have a 2-hour break, so make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. The bell is the most important thing. Mason swings over the top of a 59-mile-an-hour well-located fastball. Looks like Connor's in the on-deck circle. So yeah, the notification bell will tell you when we go live next. Because currently looking like... Good job, catcher. He gets a backhand on there, and the ball actually bounces up, comes off his helmet, and kind of does a little pirouette off his helmet and falls behind him. He goes and grabs it. Mason will see the next pitch here. The ball is fouled away. So Mason staying alive. Cue your favorite Bee Gees song there. The ball gets away. Brian's going to go to second. No problem there. Now we have the runner in scoring position. So really important that Mason finds outfield green. So 2-2 count now, 2 down. He sits on that breaking ball. That ball is going to be caught in foul territory by the pitcher, and that will retire the Jackrabbits. They are unable to plate that all-important 10th run, and so that will force a 4th inning here. The Jackrabbits looking to keep the Bombers off the board and then have to score some runs when they get back up. Conversation among the umps and the coaches here, the increasingly rapid warming of the field, and ump trying to think if he decides if he wants to take a extra layer off because he's all bundled up, the home plate ump. And we have a pitching change. Joe is on the mound. He's going to pitch the 4-hole hitter, the lefty. We've walked him last time. Joe's a different pitcher than Gianni by a lot. More of a sidearm, 3/4 slot slinger, where Gianni's throwing 67 to 70 with his fastball. Joe's fastball is in the low 60s. That one swing and a miss, a 62-mile-an-hour fastball, for example. So 1-ball, 1 strike count. Joe does throw a knuckleball, which just has a mind of its own. Oh! Squeezed on the outside corner, and that was the change too. So that was Joe's got a couple of. He's going to be successful on the bump, not in blowing you away with speed, but with making the ball dance. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Behind the plate we have, it looks like Mason the Gray now, the Frosted, not Mason the Gray, excuse me. Jabrell still out at first. And who do we got at second? Next pitch. Swing and a miss. So Joe just lived outside on all those pitches, and he gets the strikeout. That must be Dalton receiving the ball at second there. And then Adrian at short, and Gianni off the hill and moving over to the hot corner. So Teddy looks like he's rotated into the bench. In the outfield, we've got Brian Goodleather out in left. And in center, we've got big, tall Connor. And in right, we've got Tyler. Swing and a miss the first pitch there for strike one. Joe goes straight fastball there, 63, but on the inside portion of the batter's box there. So for a 1-1 count. Foul ball off Mason DeFrosted's glove and then helmet. And he goes and chases that down. So 1 ball, 2 strikes according to Blue. Joe will almost certainly be throwing the knuckleball here, and so for Mason, that ball is going to do whatever it wants. He's just got to knock it down and be ready to throw to first if Jabril is ready for it. Whoa, 58. I don't know what that was, but it was pretty. The strikeout celebration gets ugly as Mason throws that ball on a short hop to Gianni, who then the ball gets in the left field, but of course Brian scoops it up. So it wasn't pretty, ladies and gentlemen, but the ball gets back to Joe, who's rubbing a wrinkle in it with his bare hands, and 17 steps in. He's swinging the icon. Looks like it's the composite. And that first pitch is high at the brim of the helmet. Ball 1. Yeah, that was a nice pitch on the outside corner for Joe. And I had a quick conversation between them. It may be 12 after 4, so we might need to check on that. Oh, pop up to the right side. Jabril calling everybody off. And he squeezes it in his glove. So 3 up, 3 down. What a beautiful performance from Joe. And we will have the Jackrabbits put their helmets on and see if they can go score. I'm going to go ask Blue if it's 10 after 4 or 12 after 4. I'll be right back. And I did confirm it is 10 after 4, so Jackrabbits are in search of just 1 run. And I believe that will fall to Connor, Tyler, Jabril, and Dalton to do that. If those guys are able to get on but not get in, then it'll be the top of the order be required to knock them in. But for now, we've got Connor stepping in. Also, kind of cool. Looks like Joe's grandpa is here. I think that's who that is. So we got a chance to see Joe throw that last inning. That first pitch is 61, but high and inside. Looks like number 4 is back on the hill for the Bombers. He had a scoreless outing, so he earned himself another trip to the bump. Connor was on that, hits it off the end of the bat. And next pitch from the windup. Going to be low and away, I guess. And there's a curve that gets away from him. And that'll take it 3-1. So Connor now can just take this next pitch unless it's perfect. And number 4 from the windup, he moved very quickly. He's going to take that ball outside. So the winning run is now got a free pass. And the Jackrabbits just got to be smart. And Tyler being reminded he's got to step out and look for signs. My guess is big old Connor will have the go sign here. You want to put him in scoring position. Number 4 does throw hard. We know the catcher's got a good arm, so Connor's got to get going. Swing and a miss. And the ball is just not in time. Connor too quick. And now the winning run in scoring position. Also, Connor swung at that one, so what's a strike he should have been taking. It was also not the greatest pitch to swing at, so you see if you can do better here. Sorry, that's Tyler. What did I call him? Dalton? Shoot. I have it in my head that Dalton has the red helmet, but that's Tyler who has the red helmet. Tyler. So Tyler now with a 1-1 count. Number 4 working quickly again. That was a nice pitch for number 4 for strike 2. And swing and a miss from Tyler for the first out of the inning. Oh, nuts. I didn't have that on camera. I'm sorry, everybody. But you just missed two strikes, unfortunately. All right, Jabril with the chance to get a ball through the infield here and hopefully a winning run across the plate. And that ball is in the dirt. And that'll get us the winning run now 90 feet away. So a ball past the pitcher should be enough to win the game. So Jabril, if he can just put his bat on the ball. And he's going to show bunt and strike 1 there. So I'm not sure. That would have been a buntable pitch. Show him bunt again. And he's going to take ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now. So number 4, if you come back and watch this, if you see a guy throwing a show and bunt like this, you throw the ball high, shoulder level, so he's likely to bunt it. And there's nobody at first, and that ball's thrown to kind of nobody, and the winning run will score on the bunt, the sacrifice bunt from Jabril. So Jabril gets the winning RBI. Way to execute, Jabril. And with that, the Jackrabbits are successful in a 10-0 victory here in the quarterfinals of the end of season Silver Tournament, our Silver Division Tournament. We will be back at 2 p.m. local time. Make sure you hit that notification after you like and subscribe this broadcast. On behalf of Jackrabbits Broadcasting, this is Mike. I say, vamos, liebres, and have yourself a good lunchtime. We'll see you in a couple hours.